Tokyo Airport is the location, and we're at the moment waiting for Boy George and Culture Club to come in through one of these gates here. We've heard that the plane's coming in and we're expecting it to land literally any moment now. Oh, well, I suppose I'll take it over.
Know so well, they shine in your eyes when they kiss and tell. Strange places we never see, but you're always there, like a ghost in my dream, and I keep on telling you, please don't do the things you do. When you do those things, oh my God, this dream of the strangest voice for you.
Oh, just want to welcome you on behalf of the show once again, and in fact, this is your night.
Oh no, not you. Was you been in the car the whole time?
No. I was out there. I was
struggling with the wheel.
So here we are then, coming down in the underground car park in a minibus, not a limousine, because it's more safe, isn't it? That's what I was told.
We don't like big cars.
No. Who does?
Couldn't afford the limousine.
There are greatest things, can I give them all to you?
When you're surrounded with lights, it's like things you suddenly all see.
So you look heavily up to carry my bags.
In the service elevator. Do you always travel in the service elevator? Yes. For security reasons.
Still carry my own bags, as you can see. No special treatment for me.
Bye. Be seeing you. So then, there's the arrival. Didn't want you either, eh? There's the arrival. That's the arrival, not the departure. Now we're going to go back down. now we're going to go back down. And queue. No.
Can we go back down, please?
Yes, that's all, man. Yes, there's no rush in your time. Don't want to interrupt your busy schedule after all. Well, it seems to be fairly hectic. We thought we were going to be a decoy, but evidently, in fact, we're...
Turn up our raw car.
Good start. Yeah, no mistake.
I think those guys from every angle.
Photograph from every angle.
Looks just like coming out of Houston, isn't it?
Very similar. Do you know why it's called the bullet train?
Why?
No, I don't know. I was just wondering.
Well, because it goes like a bullet.
Yeah?
I actually met George about 6 times before I realised I met him, because every time he looked different. I went to a party once and I thought he was that Susie out of Susie and the Banshees. And he wasn't. And there's another time when he had his hair right up in the air, sort of white. You've probably seen a very famous picture of him and Marilyn. And I thought he was really disgusting. I don't want anything to do with him then. But I didn't know it was him, you see.
Yes.
Didn't know it was him. And then eventually I met him through Kirk Brandon of a sphere of Middle European angst. Destiny, that's right, yeah. And I met him in this place in Borough. There's this sort of rehearsal. It's very suited to George, actually. It was like a costumier's place.
But in the borough?
In the Borough.
In London?
In the Borough, my Borough.
I know it well.
You know the one, yeah, you know the one. And he was jolly nice. He was really good, actually, because I met him. It was all made up. I wasn't used to this sort of things. I never went to the Blitz. I didn't like it. I took sort of a semester for that period. And he was with Kirk. It was really nice. Sort of got up, shook my hand. And he was very friendly. Nice, amazing charisma around him.
I'd seen George around the clubs and that, so I sort of knew who he was and thought he was interesting enough to form a band with. So I came along and we all sort of got on and just went from there, really.
Yeah.
I approached George myself via some friends. They took me to a club where I found George DJing, a nightclub called Planet.
He was
DJing, yes, with a pint of lager and blackcurrant by his side.
What sort of records did he play? Any good ones?
A classic was Sugar Sugar by the Archies. He used to play that a lot. Just real sort of old nostalgic stuff, really. And I popped the question to him and he sort of said, yeah, right, I'll see you later. And that was that.
He knew Mikey at the time, and there were just the 2 of them. And they had one song called Mask, which sort of went, I can see... What was it? I can see the emotion. Anyway, it was dreadful, like. It was like Lily Marn Lane on Downers. It was horrible.
The good thing about this band is that what we do is that we spend, like, say, 4 weeks writing together in a little dingy rehearsal room, and then we argue, we throw coffee over each other, smash guitars, you know, swear, call each other obscenities. And then when we go to the studio, we all work.
Yes.
But we do all our arguing beforehand, but I mean, as regards to like politics and, you know, like even sexual matters. I mean, none of us have got anything in common whatsoever. In fact, sometimes, I'm to be quite honest with you, I look in the mirror with tears in my eyes and I think, what the hell am I doing
with
in
these
this band?
Philistines?
And but they think the same about me sometimes.
Because with George, sometimes you'll be trying to do something, and they'll say, what are you doing, what are you doing, what are you doing? And you go, well, wait a minute. You know, sometimes you have to wait for something to finish to see how brilliant it is.
I always say you need three things to write a song. You need good melody, you need good music and good rhythm.
Yeah.
And within the band, there's all three ingredients.
And which bits do you contribute?
I do the good music, I hope, along with Mikey and John. But they mainly do the rhythms. Mikey and John are very good together, like sort of the Sly and Robbie of Culture Club, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm sort of MD, sort of musical director,
Yeah.
and George is the sort of inspiration and the singer.
Like one of the biggest bands in Japan for the last 15 years, but that's because we came here last year and we did like chat shows, we did really mediocre things, which most bands would turn their noses up against. You know, they would say, oh, we're not doing that. But, you know, my attitude is that you're far more lethal if you get right inside a society. You know, like in England, it's very easy to make a record for 10 people. You know what I mean? Wherever we've been in the world, I've wanted to penetrate it and go right inside so that everyone knows who you are, you know, so that everyone wants to take a picture, everybody wants to know about you.
Do you feel as though it's becoming a strain now, or is it harder now than it was before? Do you feel as though from being a sort of slapstick size celeb, you're turning into this size celeb?
It's funny because I've never really taken it, I've never thought about it that much, you know, it's never been such a big deal to me. I mean, I don't care. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't care about that side of it. I mean, I think I'm just a normal person who happens to be getting a lot more attention than other people. You know, I mean, I've always been a big mouth. I've always been obnoxious. I mean, even at school, I always got the most attention, simply because I went out of my way to get it. But it's, you know, I don't feel better than other people. I just, you know, it confuses me.
What sort of thing did you do at school?
Well, like, you know, the teacher sort of tells you to get up and read something out because you know you've got a higher pitched voice. And you sort of turn around and say, no, I will not, you know, sort of like, words to that effect, you know, be rude, and everyone else would laugh. I was like a court jester. I'd make everyone laugh at school. But we were talking about this the other day, you know, like people, you know, I was discussing like how sexuality has changed over the years. I mean, like say, you know, 20 years ago, in my father's youth, it was like effeminate to wear aftershave, and now it isn't. You know, it's like a big, you know, everyone wears it. And I hope in about sort of 10 years' time, there'll be another sort of, you know, like I think groups like Frankie Goes to Hollywood won't be so outrageous. You know, people won't be so shocked. You know, because I mean, it's so old. I mean, it is old-fashioned. You know what I mean? I mean, look, there was Quentin Crisp. I mean, like if you take for example Quentin Crisp, he could have been like a huge celebrity because there was no TV.
He is now, isn't he?
Yeah, but he is now. But imagine in his day if there'd been like the Tube, and you'd put Quentin Crisp on the Tube. Suddenly you'd have had, oh, I'm the Quentin Crisp of Leeds, I'm the Quentin Crisp of Manchester, and it would have been a cult. But because nobody knew about it, nobody knew about homosexuals, nobody knew about weirdos. They've been around for years. That's what I'm saying. It's not new.
No, in the 18th century, people used to wear makeup.
I mean, look at our country, what it came from. We were all drag queens. We wore like, you know, powdered wigs and white foundation. And I just think that's what I think is hypocritical, which is why I love Japan. Because it's a very strong part of the culture. That kind
On the street that feeds in violence, Mr. Man is in your leg.
That's the Hungary over there.
On the street that feeds in violence, Mrs. Man is in your head. On the street, the midnight cowboy, he's no gonna shoot you dead. Why? I live with you. And it's obvious I'm different than I guess. Mr. Man, full of love, Mr. Man, full of hate. Got his heart on the street, but he pulls escalate. Mr. Man is a pilot, Mr. Man is a fish. Mr. Man feeling hungry and he's loud. On the street, the lights are fighting. Such a voice, someone like you, that I find a good Messiah. Help the sad and lonely soul. Why? I hate you. hungry and you lie.
Well, what's the best sound check you've ever had then?
Best sound check I ever had was, I think the one we've just had.
Or about to have? Who knows?
Or about to have, who knows?
Yeah, because Zen says there's no future and there's no past, it's all eternal.
Tell me the sound of a one-handed clap,
That is the secret of
and
Zen.
I'll show you a man who needs to go to the doctor.
This is true. Isn't this an enchanting Japanese garden that you've had built in your hotel?
It is, yes. It's on the roof of my Cadillac, actually.
Yes, it's absolutely
wonderful. There's George, he's got buckets of water
Yeah.
behind the bush. He's actually throwing them in.
How are you, George? What a perfect setting for you, if you don't mind me saying so.
Fabulata.
Isn't it? Do you like all this Japanese setting?
I do actually, yes.
This is right, isn't it? Much nicer than the train, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, here's something for our throat.
Wow.
Oh, wonderfully kind.
Thank you.
It's all so delicate and pleasant, isn't it?
I know.
I'm
Do you know
right.
something? Actually, from Japan, when you get fan letters from Japan, you know, they write in ink, and there's never a smudge on any of the paper. They're like the most clean people.
Oh, how lovely.
Do you drink it?
Thank you. Yes. Not a foot bath or something. Good. Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh.
As ever, Jules being polite
Sorry,
in,
I'm sorry,
in a fellow countryman's country.
Oh dear. Tell us about what you've been shopping today, then.
I just went to get some materials, actually, for...
There's a traditional Japanese material there, then.
Yeah, Pluto. He's a very big Chinese emperor. Oops, sorry, Japan. No, I just went into a department store to get some material, you know, for my hair and stuff like that.
You get recognised in Bobby.
We did, actually, yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah.
The only thing is, though, you know, you can sort of avoid people in Japan, whereas you can't in England. You can't sort of... I remember once I was in St. Christopher's Place and I had no makeup on, and I walked past these two girls and they said, "Here, are you buy Jules?" And I went, "No," and they went, "You liar." It was like a mouthful of abuse for about 10 minutes.
Get an argument about whether you are or you aren't.
I know, you never get that here because they know damn well you aren't, so it's good fun.
You use a tape recorder on stage?
No.
Yes, you
I
do.
told you not to say. Yes, we do, actually, yeah. It's got a drum machine on it, which goes boom, ka, boom, ka. A bit like when you open the doors to the palace, you know. It's all quiet, you open the door and it goes boom, ka, boom. Close the door, nothing. It's easier than getting one guy. One guy would go crazy, just going, you know.
And you would be that guy.
I would that guy.
Right, what I do first of all is I put this hideous complete mask. So this is not my face.
Not
this
hideous.
Hideous, no,
No,
hideous.
this is just
not
face.
hideous. I put a mask of foundation on completely, like very... I would actually prefer to wear something much whiter, but we couldn't get anything tart. And this person from the Tube has kindly got me a toothbrush, which I brush my eyebrows with, so that when this is real eyebrows, so that when I draw the rest on, it will not look so hideous.
And there's a big difference between hideous and hideous.
I think there is, yes, definitely. I mean, Dee Schneider from Twisted Sister is hideous. I'm just hideous. Right, you'll have to move back a little bit so I can do this properly. Okay, right. It's funny because when I first started Culture Club, you know, when the success thing really got to me, I wouldn't go out anywhere without makeup. But now I kind of go out shopping and stuff, and I don't really give a damn anymore.
Do people recognise you when you're shopping?
Yeah, of course. You know, the thing is, I mean, if you know, there are some fans who like you because of the way you look in patches and My Guy, and then there are other people who like what's inside your head. So, you know, now, I mean, now that we're a little bit more successful, I'm not so paranoid. I don't know if that's such a good thing, I don't know. But I tend to not worry about it too much now, you know.
Mm.
I don't really care, really, anyway. I'm growing up now.
Boy, George, grows up. Man, George.
You know, when I first started, when I used to wear my hat, I used to have it like that, which kind of pulls the face right up, gives you a slanted eye effect.
Mm.
I mean,
looks Japanese almost.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can actually do with makeup, which people, I mean, most people that put makeup on just put on blue eyeshadow, blah, blah, blah. But there is a lot of work you can do, which is, you know, amazing. I mean, anyone can make themselves look good. I mean, depending on whether you think men in makeup is a good idea. This is the most difficult part doing, and people always ask me, how do you get your eyebrows straight?
How do you get your eyebrows straight?
No, they never are. They never are. It's an illusion. I just have to kind of pull this side of the head up, or that side of the head up. But I won't do them all now. And when you're on stage as well, one of the most important things is double chins. You know, when you open the copy of Sounds the next morning and you've got 5 chins. So what you try to do, you know, if you're on stage, you wear obviously a lot more makeup than you would
High collar.
shopping. Yeah. But you wear, are you running out of film? Under the chin, you wear like a grey. I mean, if you were really paranoid, you could like kind of shade your nose down. I mean, it goes on, but as you can see, I love my nose. That doesn't get touched. But this is the grey here.
One of your most famous features.
I know. Me and Concord. This is really shade under here. I bet there's millions of old housewives in Barnet having a heart attack now. Don't worry, loves.
What's your message to those housewives in Barnet who are saying he's using our product?
There's only one of us. The worst thing in the world is when we are late. The worst thing in the world is when you're late in Japan, they get really offended. I've been saying I don't give a damn for the last 20 minutes, but of course I'm a bit worried. Don't upset them.
Fillet O fish. That's not me.
Can you hear that wailing voice in the background? Okay. Right, outfit. Where's can we just take photos of that?
Yeah. This is very good, look. X.
Tuning a guitar in a
A
modern
very small amplifier you've got there.
I know, I can't hear it. Listen.
Mikey! Come on.
You're everywhere, I know it, baby.
Baby.
That's where you're at.
Mum.
stage, the bigger the... I mean, whether it's I don't know if it's self-confidence, but I never ever get nervous.
Never?
Never.
Never ever?
Never ever.
Not even once?
In fact, the bigger the place...
That much,
No, the bigger the places are, the less nervous I get, which is strange. I mean, if I was in a little club where people are looking up your nose and kind of, you know, like looking at all your defects and kind of, oh, look, he's fat, and oh, God, look, his feet are really big. That kind of thing annoys me. But when it's a big place, you know, the atmosphere is so huge and everything is so huge that you just don't get that nervousness, which is strange. No more, please. Charlton Downer? No? Okay. See, when I come to Japan, I can do what I bloody well like. I'm sorry, England, but if I want to wear a dress, I'll wear a dress. Hurry up, darling. Fire them up. Shut up, big ears. The good thing about this place is nobody can call me a prince. Because I haven't said the language. What? The language, definitely. Thank you. Thank you, Japan. This is all. This is especially for all you kind people. And it goes like this. Laughs at sex. It's like embarrassed by it. Yeah. And I think that we're
embarrassed by it. A lot of things are anything that's a bit sensitive.
No, but the main
iffy,
yeah, but I mean, sex is much more important than art, isn't it? Because like sex is something that everyone has to do and wants to do. And I think that this whole like question of sexuality, like people going on about, like people look at me and they say, oh, he must be deviant. I mean, I am the most puritanical person. I mean, I am grateful that anyone will want to go out with me in the first place. Right, the tube. The first show's over, we all did loads of wrong things, but tomorrow will be better. Another little interesting fact is I've never ever ended a relationship in my life.
So it just continues all the time?
No, I mean they don't.
Oh,
People shut me.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But I've never actually ever ended a relationship, so I mean, to call me a decadent person is like, I mean... I didn't. No, I'm not saying you do, but sometimes I read the papers, like, when Princess Margaret was very rude to me, there were like letters saying, oh, Princess Margaret was right and everything. Why was she right? How can anyone hate me?
The victims we know so well, they shine in your eyes when they kiss and tell. Strange faces we never see, but you're always there, like a ghost in my dream, and I keep on telling you, please don't do the things you do. When you do those things, pull my puppet strings, have the strangest voice for you. We love and we never tell what places our hearts in the wishing well. Love leads us into the stream, and it's sink or swim, like it's always been, and I keep on loving you. It's the only thing to do. When the angels sing, there are greater things, and I give them